What's doing, everybody? Welcome to First Class Fatherhood. I'm Alec, and before I hit you with today's interview, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the link in the description so you can listen to all of the interviews I've done with so many tremendous dads, including Dana White, Deion Sanders, Tony Hawk, and so many others. Now let's get going with today's interview. Joining me now, First Class Father, Leon Edwards. Welcome to First Class Fatherhood.
Thank you. I look forward to being on there.
Let's start right here. How many kids do you have and how old are they?
I got one boy, Jayon. He's 7 years old, turned 7 in March. So, yeah.
Okay, very cool. You got him involved in any sports or activities yet or not yet?
Yeah, he does jiu-jitsu and does kickboxing as well. So, he's following into my footsteps and does it every week. So, it's good.
Yeah, very cool. And those footsteps, if you could, just take a minute here to hit my listeners with a little bit about your background and what you do.
I'm mixed martial arts fighter. I'm ranked number 4 in the world, and that's it really. I fight for the UFC. I was meant to compete in London, 21st of March. That got cancelled for the number 1 spot. So now just waiting out after all this crisis sorted out and go from there.
Yeah, and so how old were you then, Leon, when you first became a dad, and how did becoming a father kind of change your perspective on life?
I was 21 years old. I'm 28 now, so yeah, I was 21 years old. I found out actually I was in Vegas. I got a phone call that I'm pregnant. I'm having a baby. This is my partner at the time. I was still with my partner at the time, and I was nervous because being 21 years old and I was very young, but now I wouldn't change it for the world. It's changed my life in a positive way, and I love my kid, and like I said, I couldn't think of a world now without having a child, which is weird.
Yeah. Now, has he been to any of your fights yet live, or would you? Is there a certain point you'd let him come see your fights?
Not as yet. He hasn't been to any of my fights. I always said though, when I fight for the world title, I'll bring him along and his mom and stuff. So, like, none of my families. My mum hasn't been to my fights. My son hasn't been to any of my fights. They watch it live on TV back here on BT Sport, but they haven't been live. But when I fight for the World Championship, I'll bring them along.
Yeah, cool. And you mentioned there too that you obviously had a big fight for the number 1 spot here. Well, I was hoping to see this fight go on. When did you actually get the word that the fight was called off, and what have you heard about them as far as rescheduling it?
I know they're rescheduling it after the world go back to normal, but I got the call on the Sunday before the fight. So I'm fighting on the 21st. I got the call on the Sunday before, and I just about to start my weight cut on the Monday morning. I about to start my weight cut and get my weight down, and I got a phone call from my management team saying that the fight's been cancelled because of the virus, and they're looking to rebook it, and they was trying to make it in America, but then America came out on Monday. They said there's no events allowed more than 50 people, I think, or 10 people, or whatever it was. So the whole event got cancelled, and so yeah, that by it really.
Yeah, that's unfortunate too. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to prepare for something like that and then have it called off last minute.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing the full camp and like 10-week camp 2 or 3 times a day, and to have it called off at the last minute was heartbroken. So, but it is what it is. The rest of the world is struggling as well, and it's bigger than fighting.
Yeah, we're all in the same boat here now. I know that you come from very humble beginnings. What has it been like for you to be able to provide for your son in ways that you never had available to yourself?
For me, this is my main focus in life, is to give my son the life that I never had. You know what I mean? And like I said, I come from very humble beginnings. So now to be able to be the breadwinner of my family and to provide for my family, give my son like stuff he never had, live in like different areas that I've never lived in as a kid, and to be go to like schools that I could never go to as a kid. You know what I mean? That's my main driving force as a dad now, and as a man, to provide for my family, to look out for my family.
Yeah. What about as far as discipline goes then, Leon? What type of disciplinarian are you as a dad, and is it much different than the discipline style you grew up with?
Yeah, back in my days, not when I was young, I used to get like spanked and stuff from my parents, you know what I mean? But I've never spanked my child, and I don't believe in it, you know what I mean? But as a kid, when I grew up, especially from like a Caribbean culture, I was born in Jamaica. It was very big to like spank your child, you know what I mean? But I don't believe it as a kid, as far as I go. I was believing talking and explain yourself to the child, and that's it really.
Yeah, and what kind of impact did your father's death have on you and your life? I know he died in a brutal way. What kind of effect did that have on you, and how has that affected you so far as a father?
Um, my dad was a great dad, you know what I mean? Obviously, from what happened, when he passed away, but he passed when I was 13 years old. I think it made me more angry, and I start going down the wrong path. You know what I mean? I start hanging out with my friends more, start doing mad stuff on the streets, and I think it set me down the wrong path. When my dad got killed, but true when I found MMA when I was 16, 17 years old, and it's changed my life. I've been in the gym ever since, and it's really focused myself for me now to be a great dad to my son. You know what I mean? So I think MMA has changed my life and taught me how to be a great dad for my child.
Yeah, well said. And what are some of the top values that you're looking to instill in your son growing up?
Um, just discipline, hard work, be kind to people, just stuff like that. Really, just the roots of a man is to provide for your family and just show him how to be a man. Really, be in his life, 24/7. Let him know that he can trust me, and about working hard and just about being a man really and providing for your family.
Very cool. Hey, Leon, what kind of advice do you have for parents out there that have kids that are or teenagers that are interested in a professional fight career, or they were interested in MMA, UFC, anything like that? What kind of advice do you have for parents that which way to steer the kids that are interested?
I will 100% encourage my kid to go into any martial arts. I think martial arts it teaches you a lot, not just going and having a spar or fighting. It's about what you learn in the background, which is the hard work, the dedication, the focus, the drive, and just make you believe, and it gives you confidence as a kid. You know what I mean? And I think that's what kids need. They need confidence. They need someone to focus and to push them. So I tell any parents that the kid want to do martial arts, I think they should 100% push them into it because it's a great life and it teaches you health, fitness, and all the other things. So I think it's a great platform for a kid to start off and then go wherever he wants to go in the future.
Very cool. How about as far as technology goes? It's a struggle for all of us as parents here. Is your son swiping screens and all that? How do you kind of handle
Yeah,
technology with him?
yeah. He's got it. He's got it all. He's got Xbox. He's got YouTube every day, Nintendo Switch. But I try to monitor it a bit, and especially now when they're off school. When they're off school, I make him do like his school work in the daytime. Then I make him play for like an hour or two. On his Nintendo Switch on his YouTube and go on YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I think just monitor it. You don't want a bit too much of it, but you also want to have fun as well. So it's just about knowing balance, right? So I think it's about balance.
Yeah, and obviously we're just like you here and the rest of the world. We're right in the middle of this whole coronavirus, the pandemic that's really swept over the whole world. You're over in the UK. How long
Yeah.
has it been over there? It's like, what is the situation over there? How are you guys handling it?
So we've been on lockdown now for 2 weeks. So you're not allowed out your house unless you're going food shopping or pharmacy or any. You're not allowed to just go out and hang out on the street. So, yeah, we're going to lockdown for 2 weeks now. It says it's meant to be 3 weeks, but they're going to revisit it after 3 weeks, see how we're getting on. But our cases are still growing at the moment, so I should imagine they're going to extend the lockdown for a further time. But like I said, the rest of the world is. We're all in the same situation. We're all going through it at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a new thing. We're all learning about it at the same time. So it's do our best, I guess.
Are you able to keep up your training? You had a home gym, something like that? Are you still able to keep yourself in shape as you're waiting for this to pass by?
Yeah, I got a little weight section in my shed, and that's about it really. A few road runs, just ticking over really. That's about it. That's my main gym is closed. So I do what I can. I lift a bit of weight. So I go on runs, do a little circuit. That's about it, man. I can't really do much mixed martial arts at the moment.
Yeah. And Leon, when did you first become aware of the UFC as an option as a kid growing up? Like, when did you become aware that was something you could do for a career? And how did you first what was the genesis of you getting involved in it?
It's just, well, as far as like start MMA, I started when I was 17 years old. My mom brought me to the gym in my local area. They started building an MMA gym in my area, and she said, "Give it a go." So I gave it a go, and But as far as what like kept me in it is I had a teammate called Vaughan Lee. He was the first guy from where I'm from in Birmingham to make it to the UFC, and then the UFC came to Birmingham where I live, and then I got a ticket and I went there, and I remember sitting in the stands and watching it and thinking, oh, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I was like 17 years old then, and I remember watching it and thinking, oh, one day I'm going to be in the UFC, and one day I'm going to fight for the world. And now here I am. I'm one of the best fighters in the world, and in top 5 in the welterweight division. So I think that's what kept me going, just seeing it and visualizing it and knowing this is what I want to do the rest of my life.
Yeah, what an incredible ride, Leon. Now, what kind of plans have you thought about a career after MMA, your fighting career? What kind of goals or plans do you have for yourself for the future?
I want to open my own gym. I'm looking into doing that right now. Is to open my own gym, and I also want to invest in properties. So that's my main 2 things really that I want to do after fighting, is to open my own gym, because MMA changed my life, and I love for it to change another kid's life. You know what I mean? So if we can open a gym around in my area again, that'll be fantastic for me, and to invest in properties. That's about it that I've thought so far. But I'm only 27 years old, 28, so I got a long time to go before I retire.
Yeah, good stuff. Last thing I want to hit you with here, Leon, I love to ask all the dads that I get on the podcast, what type of advice do you have for the new dad or for that about-to-be father who's out there listening?
I think just prepare yourself, and no parent is perfect, you know what I mean? I think you have to do it your own way. I don't think you can like look at other people and think, oh, this is how I want to be a parent. I think you have to be a parent in your own way, and no one's perfect. Everyone learns. Especially your first child. Like I had to learn my way through it. You know what I mean? Being a first child, and so I'll just say no one's perfect, and just do your own way.
Yeah, very well said. I love the advice. This has been an honor for me. I got to say, Leon Edwards, you're a first-class father, and thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time on First Class Fatherhood.
Good man. Thank you.